This is BGN Biased Gaming News, home of up-to-date, factual, and unbiased gaming news, where gaming news is taken seriously. Now with your hosts, Michael G. and Leonard G.
Welcome back to Biased Gaming News, your number one spot for unbiased gaming news. I'm Michael.
And I'm Leonard. Good evening, folks.
We just want to preface before tonight's stories by saying, despite the recent massive budget cuts to our studio, BGN is still up and running. We're still going to provide the hard-hitting gaming news you crave.
And thank goodness, Michael, because I am on thin ice with my family right now. If I lose this job, they're going to leave me high and dry.
I completely hear you, Leonard. I can't go back to living under the freeway underpass again. I've simply come too far. Top story tonight, Gearbox Software co-founder Old Greasy Randy Pitchford is in the headlines once again after a fan asked about whether the upcoming Borderlands 4 would cost $80, a price point that seems to have many gamers concerned is an oncoming trend. When asked about the $80 price tag for Borderlands 4, Old Greasy Randy replied by saying it wasn't his call, but also, if you're a real fan, you'll make it happen. This response left a sour taste in many fans' mouths, a taste more sour than the one left in fans' mouths after watching the live-action Borderlands movie. Will Borderlands publisher 2K Games join the ranks alongside Nintendo and begin charging $80 for AAA games? That remains to be seen, but Old Greasy Randy's response had gotten us thinking. He said if you're a real Borderlands fan, then you'll make it happen. What is a real Borderlands fan, and what drives them to make it happen? Does that mean they enjoy the types of games that have terrible writing and god-awful jokes? Do they like abusing their Second Amendment right and brainlessly collect lots of guns like Bert from the Tremors movies? Or is this a real Borderlands fan? Or this? Or even this? Or is it even this? Oh, wow, that is some terrible cosplay. My God.
Yes, it is, Michael. And you're not going to believe this. That is actually Tiny Tina from the actual Borderlands movie.
Oh, my God. Oh, well, all I know is I must not be a real fan who will buy Borderlands 4 despite playing every single major Borderlands entry from the very beginning, since there is no way in hell I would pay $80 for a cel-shaded game in 2025.
If you're tired of walking and seeing Norman Reedus' bare cheeks, you're in luck because Hideo Kojima's next action espionage game, Fizzant, is still in the works. There is a catch though, as the game is still 5 to 6 years away according to Kojima. Everyone is still left in the dark as to what this game is, as there are very few details out there about its premise. But there is one thing you can be sure of, and that's that it will have that special Kojima sauce people expect from the master of convoluted and overly confusing stories. With how long this game's development will be, many of us will probably be dead by the time it comes out, but at least we know it's still on the way. So thank you, Hideo Kojima. And if in the small chance you're watching this, I'm still trying to figure out the Rubik's Cube that is Death Stranding's plot before its sequel this June.
That is quite the convoluted plot, wouldn't you say, Leonard?
I don't understand one thing about that game story.
I don't think anybody does.
And I've played it for about 60 hours already.
The stories just keep coming, and they aren't even considered enough to give a reach around. Right, Leonard?
You can say that again, Michael. There is not a week that goes by in the gaming industry that doesn't involve something hard-hitting, like Old Greasy Randy Pitchford leaving a USB with porn on it in a family restaurant, someone beating Dark Souls with a potato, or Microsoft laying off 1,000 employees. It's like clockwork, Michael.
And that's what we're here for, to bring that hard-hitting news to you, the viewers. We hit hard and fast here at BGN. Hard and fast like how Leonard's wife's Pilates instructor hit her.
Oh yeah? How's that botched penis implant, Michael? Does it still look like someone stomped on a cherry pie with bare feet?
It's doing well, Leonard. I appreciate you asking. And for your information, I had it looked at by a real doctor this time, and they did some serious reconstructive surgery on it. It may be healing right now, and it may be in a sort of cocoon stage, but once it blossoms in a couple weeks, the doctor said it will look like a normal penis again. Can you believe The Witcher 3 has been out for 10 years now? Can you believe CD Projekt Red has only released one other game in those 10 years, and only half of it was well received? Can you believe The Witcher 4 won't be released until possibly 2027? Can you believe this is what Keanu Reeves awkwardly said when he was told creepy, overweight modders were making it possible to have sex with him in Cyberpunk 2077?
God, it's always nice when it's nice, and you know.
I don't believe any of it either, but all of what I just said is the gods given truth, especially the 10 years of The Witcher 3 part. CD Projekt Red celebrated the decade-old delight by releasing a 10-year anniversary trailer with an ESRB rating alone that would make any parent from the 90s get shivers down their spine. They also celebrated by putting their entire games catalog on sale, with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt going for only $3.99. If we had a better system for broadcasting news, we could have gotten this message to you sooner, because by the time this video goes up, the sale will be over. Sorry, the recent budget cuts for the studio have taken its toll on everyone here.
Famed writer and director Alex Garland is reported to be chosen to direct a live-action adaptation of the hit gaming sensation by From Software, 2022's Elden Ring. Alex Garland is the director of many hit movies from the last decade, such as Ex Machina, Annihilation, and Civil War. And he's also the writer of 28 Days Later and the upcoming 28 Years Later. Fun fact, Alex Garland based his 28 Days Later zombies on the dogs from the original Resident Evil. Resident Evil is made by a Japanese video game company called Capcom, and the creators of Elden Ring are also from Japan. Japan is a small country in the Pacific Ocean who are known best for hentai, used panty vending machines, and horrific atrocities committed during World War II.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is there something wrong with the teleprompter? This story isn't making any sense at all.
Are the new budget cuts already affecting the equipment?
Teleprompter is working just fine. That's actually what the prompter is
Oh
reading.
boy, this can only mean one thing. Our producer relapsed while writing stories again.
Just to speed up the teleprompter and skip all that part about the atomic bomb hitting Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Just keep going. All right, there. Go.
In regards to the Elden Ring movie, how can someone write, direct, and film a movie about someone wearing ridiculous armor, rolling around a giant monster, and occasionally hitting it with a giant sword, while dying repeatedly and treading the same ground over and over? Would it be like David Cronenberg's version of Groundhog Day? Will longtime Alex Garland collaborator Cillian Murphy make an appearance as Starscourge Radahn? Well, if anyone can do it, it's certainly the guy that wrote the story for the 2013 reboot of Devil May Cry. Master visionary and uber nerd Mike Pondsmith recently diverged some new details regarding the next sequel to Cyberpunk 2077. In a recent interview with TVGRY, he had stated the next map featured in the game will feel like, in his own words, Chicago gone wrong. Now, depending on how you feel about Chicago, this could mean many things, as some from the city may tell you Chicago can't go any more wrong than what it already is. But we'll just assume Mike thinks Chicago is a pillar of good character. Either way, it's nice to get a glimpse, however small it may be, into the next Cyberpunk. You know, I once took a trip to Chicago a few years back, and one day I wanted to explore what the city had to offer. I made a bad mistake, however, when I took the wrong exit, and when I got out to ask for directions, I was stabbed 6 times in the torso and groin area.
My goodness, Leonard.
My goodness is right, Michael, as a mailman found me bleeding on the side of the road and dropped me off at the nearest hospital's mailbox.
Wow, that is quite the story, Leonard. I guess you know the old saying, folks, take the wrong exit in Chicago and take the receiving end of a very large knife. Since we can't get the funding, nor do we have the clout to get an interview with the big names of the gaming industry, we thought it would be fun to use state-of-the-art AI hologram technology we ordered from Temu to create a perfect AI hologram of gaming's biggest names so we can emulate what a real interview might go like.
This is exciting stuff, Mike. This is supposed to be some pretty impressive technology.
All right, Dan, go ahead and power it up.
Why, hello there, Mr. Howard. It's very great to see you this evening. You look as amazing and dashing as ever.
Yes, Mr. Howard, it's great to finally meet you. You carry the handsomeness of Debella herself.
Okay, Mr. Howard, we have so many huge questions for you for our hard-hitting interview. Here's a few you can answer now. Number 1, when is the Elder Scrolls 6 coming out? Number 2, New Vegas Remaster, when? Number 3, as bad as Starfield turned out to be, was it really 25 years in the making? And number 4, what made you want to join the chess club?
Yes, I was in the chess club.
What?
That mountain is not just a backdrop. You can walk all the way to the top of that mountain.
Hold on, what is going on with this thing, Dan? Why is it freaking out?
Who's laughing now?
Yeah, it's malfunctioning. System is going haywire. Just stay away from it, guys. Back up a little bit. Come on, back up.
We have recorded 1,000 popular names for Codsworth to say.
Oh god, it's glitching so bad it's in a massive loop of never-ending lies.
Fallout 3 has over 200 endings.
Quick, someone hit Control-Alt-Delete on this thing.
You can play forever.
It just keeps lying. Please, make it stop.
It just works. Skyrim has infinite quests.
Just keep your distance from it and let it burn itself out. It'll stop lying soon, I promise. Give it a second.
16 times the detail.
16 times the detail. 16 times the detail.
I'm gonna make video games and everyone's gonna play them.
There we go. We're safe now, guys. Sorry, fellas. This thing was programmed using the Creation Engine. And the Creation Engine displays AI holograms as well as it runs video games. Not very well.
Well, I went ahead and speed dialed the police anyways.
I kept telling the producers that these budget cuts, they're gonna hurt. And I mean, look what just happened. I kept telling you guys, Terry, upstairs, I know you're watching. I kept telling you that making budget cuts just because the studio is losing dangerous amounts of money was a very bad idea. And now, here we are, almost harmed by the Creation Engine inside this thing you bought off of Temu. I just pissed myself just now. Like, a lot.
Yeah, Terry, we could have gone really hurt just now. I mean, look at Mary over there. She just fainted over by the bathroom. Can somebody get her some water, please?
Oh my God, Mary, not Mary. Guys, can you please, someone check on Mary? Thank God you called the ambulance already.
Terry, you can't keep cutting the budgets just because the studio doesn't have the funds. Our safety is on the line here.
This is just, it's crazy. I mean, the hologram itself, but also, can you believe that Todd Howard actually said all that?
Yeah, I know. It's alarming. I mean, 1,000 names for Codsworth? I don't think so.
Yeah. No way, no way. That Todd Howard, he is definitely full of...
This is BGN Biased Gaming News, home of up-to-date, factual, and unbiased gaming news, where gaming news is taken seriously.